Well, a very good morning, all you lovely people, and welcome to another Daily Dose. And so today I want to tell you a story about an old dog, a story that I heard many years ago. And so it goes something like this. Once upon a time, there was a German shepherd that started chasing rabbits when before long he discovers that he's lost. And so wandering about, he notices a panther heading rapidly in his direction with the intention of having lunch. And so the old German shepherd thinks, oh no, I'm in the dwang now. And so noticing some bones on the ground close by, he immediately settles down to begin chewing on the bones with his back to the oncoming cat. And just as the panther is about to leap, the old German shepherd exclaims loudly, "Boy, that was one delicious panther. I wonder if there are any more around here." And so hearing this, the young panther halts his attack in mid-strike, and a look of terror comes over him, and he quietly slinks away into the trees. Whew, thinks the panther, that was close. That old German shepherd nearly had me. Meanwhile, a squirrel who'd been watching the whole scene from a nearby tree figures he can put this knowledge to good use and trade it for protection from the panther. So off he goes. And the squirrel soon catches up with the panther, spills the beans and strikes a deal with the panther for some protection. The young panther, as you can imagine, is furious at being made a fool of and says, "Here, squirrel, hop onto my back and see what's going to happen to that conniving canine." Now the old German shepherd saw the panther coming with the squirrel on his back and thinks, what am I going to do now? But instead of running away, the dog sits down with his back to his attackers, pretending that he hasn't seen them yet. And just when they get close enough to hear, the old German shepherd says, "Where's that squirrel? I sent him off an hour ago to bring me another panther." And so the moral of the story, I guess, is multifaceted, but the points I want to make very quickly is that it's good to laugh, and in this season it's good for us not to take ourselves too seriously and to make time to laugh and to play, or to tickle your children, to have fun with them, whatever it might be. But I love the humor going around. It's great, and I've laughed a lot in this time. The second point I want to make is that the old dog didn't run away from the fight, and in the season that we find ourselves in, there's a fight going on, and it's not like we can run away from our homes to go and seek refuge somewhere else. No, when we talk about not running away from a fight, it's in our heads, and that's my second point. My third point that I want to make is that the fight starts here in our heads before it starts out there. And we've got to come and take our thoughts captive. We've got to come and manage our thought life. We've got to come and ensure that we're thinking on the right things and not the wrong things. Which brings me to my fourth point. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 3 says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we are not waging war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but have divine power to destroy strongholds. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ." And so the thoughts we think, the words we hear, the words we speak, the things we read, the things we write, they all either originate in darkness, and in the darkness of the devil, who is the father of all lies, or in the light of God, who is the father of all truth. And my encouragement to you in the season is to really intentionally manage the diet of what you are mentally digesting. Allow the Holy Spirit inside of you to begin unleashing His discernment that can flag up questionable things, that you can test, and as you test them, to either reject them or to accept them. And so I want to remind you that in this season the fight starts up here in our headspace. And we need to be proactive in this. Rather than to run away from these things, we need to take the fight to the enemy. And the fight starts right in your head. And as you get up today, and as you start to lean into the rest of what this day has for you, I want to encourage you to take every thought captive to obey Christ, and make sure that it originates from the Father of truth and not the Father of all lies. God bless you. Have a great day.